Welcome to NBC News Daily this Friday. We're going to start with the deadly aftermath of Hurricane Helene. Just a few hours ago, it weakened into a tropical storm after slamming into Florida overnight. People across the state woke up this morning to a trail of destruction. And these are just some of the incredible images out of Florida today, where at least 7 people have died.
Helene's catastrophic storm surges left entire towns and cities along the Gulf Coast underwater. Governor Ron DeSantis said first responders carried out rescues in incredibly dangerous conditions.
These missions continue, but we've had thousands of missions successfully completed in the overnight hours.
The Category 4 hurricane, you see it here from the International Space Station. Over 4 million people are still in the dark, and it is not over. Helene is lashing parts of Georgia and the Carolinas with damaging winds and life-threatening floods. We have teams tracking the aftermath of Helene. NBC News meteorologist Bill Cairns is standing by with the latest forecast. NBC News correspondent Priscilla Thompson is live in Valdosta, Georgia, where conditions deteriorated overnight. But first, we're going to go to NBC News correspondent Jesse Kirsch, who is live in Perry, Florida. Jesse, you literally dodged debris, right, as this storm made landfall last night. Talk to us about your experience there. What are conditions like in Perry at this hour?
Yeah, so we were getting the eye wall and then the eye itself. We took a direct hit here in Perry, but I can tell you largely minimal impact compared to what you would expect from what we felt. Here is what this storm was able to do, though. Look at all of this shattered glass. I mean, there were wind gusts at times that had me feeling like I was almost going to be picked up off my feet. I was pushed back, certainly, by some of those wind gusts. And this building seems to have bared some of the brunt of it. The owner told us we could come in and take a look and explain to us that this was window last year that got blown out by Idalia. This is now the 3rd hurricane to hit this city in just over a year. And take a look at this. This was the replacement wall, and now that is tipped over. And he tells us over here was solid brick. And you can see all of this has now been blown out. So this just gives you an idea of how strong these winds were. We were effectively in the middle of a tornado for a prolonged period of time, which means you get those structures that are going to be weakened. And this is the result of all of that. And just back to what we were asking about, what we were experiencing. I mean, we were outside just for a few moments in some of those peak wind gusts in the middle of the eye wall. And my hat was blowing off my head. Our camera was being moved, and I literally felt myself being pushed back. And we started noticing debris, so we got ourselves back inside. But again, that's this building. But if you look down the block here, I'll have our photographer, Dana, who's been with me throughout all this, pan down the street. You can see traffic flowing here again. Largely, it seems like business as usual here in downtown Perry, but of course, that is not the case for this broader community.
You know, Jesse, Perry's police chief said today his only regret was not issuing more aggressive evacuation orders. When can people safely return to their homes?
Yeah, we know officials are asking people to stay out of the way of first responders trying to carry out that rescue work, and also just, you know, there's a lot of infrastructure that's going to be down. We lost power here. So you're going to want to be getting those crews in so they can restore power as quickly as possible, especially now we've got the sun out. It is hot. People are going to be without air conditioning. And you can hear the ongoing recovery work going on over here. But we had that stark warning from officials. They asked people who were not evacuating from this county to write their name and identifiable information on their body and permanent markers so that they could be identified in the aftermath. I've been checking in with the county throughout the day so far. We've not heard anything of reports of deaths in this county, but I do know that they are concerned about those low-lying coastal areas, guys.
All right, Jesse Kirsch, glad you are safe and sound. Thank you for your reporting.
Thanks, Jesse. NBC News correspondent Priscilla Thompson is with us now from Valdosta, Georgia. It's about half an hour away from where Jesse is. Priscilla, this is the 3rd storm to hit Valdosta in just over a year. Talk to us about the damage that you're seeing in South Georgia, and how does it compare to prior storms?
Yeah, Ellison. Well, moments ago, the governor said that he believes there are at least 115 structures that have been damaged in this area, and that there may be people trapped inside of some of those structures. But people are saying that this damage is far worse than any of those other storms. And you look at houses like this, and you can understand why there are trees all throughout this neighborhood, and you can see how many of them have fallen in this yard alone. That massive hole now through the roof of this home, where you can literally see the interior rear of the home through that hole. And folks in this neighborhood say that this house also took on damage with Idalia last August. We talked to neighbors just up the road who also said that their homes took on damage. I spoke to Bill, who said that they just fixed the back of their porch from last year's storm, and now they're having to do it again after at least 8 trees fell in their yard. They sheltered in their home last night and moved into a hallway when those trees began falling. Here's how he described it.
It sounded like a freight train. I mean, that's pretty much what everyone says, and that's what you experience, because that wind was really howling. We just put the back porch back together after 1 year with Idalia. The process starts over again.
And this is some of what it looks like up and down this street. You see that there are already workers and crews out here working to clear those trees so that people can begin to think about what it's going to look like to rebuild. And right now there is an 8 p.m. curfew in place here, and officials are urging people to stay off the roads so they can try to get those trees cleared so that they can get power restored and get folks back in here to do that work. Ellison?
Hey, Priscilla, Vicky here. Yeah, a lot of work still left to be done. We know Georgia Governor Brian Kemp activated additional National Guard troops this morning. What are they focusing on today?
Yeah, Vicky, there are already 500 National Guardsmen who are on the ground throughout the state of Georgia, and now another 1,000 have been activated as of this morning, and they are going to be working to help clear things so that power crews can get in where they need to. They're also going to be working to help with flooding rescues. We've seen a number of rescues throughout the state. We saw some pretty dramatic images out of Atlanta from overnight, and so they're going to be looking at all of those things, bringing in generators so that we can get traffic lights restored, all of that, and also helping with rescue efforts and helping with casualties. We know that at least 13 people across 4 states have died from this storm, and that death toll seems to be rising every hour. Vicky, Ellison?
Priscilla Thompson in Valdosta. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.